Yeah, I think it's time. I mean, obviously, going into an environment like that against a quality team is going to be a great challenge, and we'll learn a lot about ourselves. That's why we've tried to prepare to the best of our abilities with the scrimmages that we've played and how we've practiced, and now it's time to test it again against a good team in a tough setting.
I know you're never where you want to be at the start of the season, but where is this team, I guess, in comparison to where you would like to be?
Because there's a lot of youth, it's really hard to say. You know, I thought maybe starting this game we'd be much more experienced in the backcourt, but that's not the case with certain guys out. So it'll be a tremendous opportunity for our young guys to play, and you know, a number of them will get opportunities in that setting. And we've worked hard. Again, I was asked a question in the teleconference if the scrimmages revealed if I was enthused or alarmed or what, and I said, you know, a little bit of both. You see some things that you like, and then there's areas where you see, boy, we've got to get better in this part of the game. So there's nothing like being on the road in your first one in that kind of setting to gauge where you're at. And again, with the youth, I think they'll get better as they get in these experiences.
Any idea how much you're going to rely on those first-year guys?
Yeah, I mean, you know, our probable starters were probably, at least initially, we're looking at starting 3 freshmen, and you know, with Taylor, Barnett, Joe Harris, and then we'll have Justin Anderson, and then Keel Mitchell, and it'll be Mike Tobey. That's probably what we're looking at. But even in saying that, Darian Atkins could be in there very easily as a starter, as could Paul Jesperson. Nolte will get a chance. So they're going to have their opportunities. One, because we need them, just with where we're at, and 2, they've done some good things. So it'll be a good opportunity for them.
What was it like as a coach, just coming to grips with the idea of 3 freshmen in the starting lineup?
Yeah, well, you know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. But I think they've, you know, because of injuries, because of certain things, what they each bring, I think that they've earned it in a way. And again, the other guys, everybody's pretty close. We just feel like it gives us a good chance to handle the ball right away and balance it a little bit offensively and see where we stand. But the other guys will be ready, and there'll be a nice rotation.
What have you seen from those young guys that makes you optimistic and enthused about what you've seen from them?
Yeah, I think in stretches I've seen some real good things where they've played well. They all have different strengths that they bring. They really do. And now to do it under the lights, you know, in a setting like that will be another challenge or another step for them. But each of them brings some different things, you know, that I've talked about in the past. But in the scrimmages, they've had nice moments, and in practices that say, hey, we need these guys. And when we recruited them, we said there's going to be an opportunity for you, especially with the injuries, with guys that aren't in the program that we thought might have been. That opens up these opportunities, which for their long term and for our programs long term is good. And we'll just see where we're at right away.
Is John Tell still trying to come back for the first home game?
Yeah, you know, John Tell is he's not going to play this Friday, and he gets an X-ray I think every week, and we look at how the healing's going. And the last one he had was real positive. It took a jump, or it really looked good. And so we'll address it and see where he's at. I can't exactly say when he'll be ready to play, except that he's feeling better. He's been out of the boot for a little bit now, and he's doing more and more and has had no setbacks.
And what's the update on Malcolm?
Malcolm's probably not he's still healthy and progressing, but he's not in the same spot as John Tell, where it could be any time now. There's, excuse me, there's a little more time with that one, but he's doing well with his recovery and his rehab.
Give me a scouting report on George Mason.
Well, you know, it's kind of, they have a player or 2 that's suspended, as we have some guys injured or out, and so there's uncertainty. They're a scrappy team. They can get the game going fast. They can put pressure on you. It's their home opener against us. We played very well against them last year, and they've got some physical guards, some skilled guys that can step out and shoot. They're forwards who can really step out and stretch you. And I wasn't aware of their record last year, but Doug filled me in. I think they were 15-1 or 16-1 last year at home. So very good home team, which is you got to be ready to play in that setting. And again, this is about getting us as ready as we can be and hopefully playing good basketball.
What kind of atmosphere do you think you'll have up there?